back to my channel. Today we are going to be comparing two makeups that seem completely the same in my eyes, but I have been told that they are not. So yesterday I went to Ulta and I had the pleasure of meeting this amazing expert on IT Cosmetics, this girl Haley, who works there, and she basically explained to me just the whole story behind IT Cosmetics, how they started out as seen on TV, how they stand for innovative technology, I think that's what it stands for. Y'all, I didn't know. I've been completely sleeping on IT Cosmetics, and as soon as I tried their CC Plus cream, I don't know, I got this a couple weeks ago. I was like blown away, especially because I kind of tried this at the same time that I tried the new Sunday Riley foundation, and I was just like, I mean, there's good, and then there's like really good, and this is fantastic. This is just so awesome. And so they recently came out with the Bye Bye foundation, and this is supposed to be a full coverage moisturizer. Same packaging. This is a color correcting full coverage cream and anti-aging serum with color correction. I already said color correcting. And this is just a full coverage moisturizer. She said basically we're used to having tinted moisturizers, but this is the first full coverage moisturizer. Got them in the same shade and a couple of other goodies to try today. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to try them on halves of my face. We're going to put one on one side and one on the other. You guys know how this works. It's not that complicated. So they are the same shade, so hopefully we'll just be able to distinguish a performance difference. And it's not about one being better than the other. It's about just kind of trying to find the differences here, because I personally want to understand better what the difference between a color correcting full coverage cream and a full coverage moisturizer are. I got their fancy brush that is supposed to help apply these things, and I also got Bye Bye Under Eye, because I've already been using the Bye Bye Breakout, but I have been informed that this is, you know, the thing that put them on the map, and so I'm going to be trying this today. I am, 6 days out? 6 days? 5 days? 6 days out from a chemical peel, and so things are still happening. I am moisturized to death right now, and I also have a primer on. I have the Tatcha Silk Canvas on, and spoiler alert, this stuff's amazing. So we're going to go ahead and start with the foundations. So this bad boy is like triangular and angled, and apparently that's going to help me kind of get in everywhere. Yes, we are going to try as well. Where's my mirror? We're going to try as hard as I can not to really mix the products, but I'm going to use this brush for both, so sorry, that's not like 150% scientific, but again, I'm not trying to prove that one of these is necessarily better than the other. I just kind of want you guys to be informed consumers, you know what I mean? Because, man, as soon as I rolled one of these reviews out on my channel, you guys were like, duh, Khaki, IT Cosmetics is amazing. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess you guys are just as interested as I am, so let's chase that feeling. All right, we're gonna go with the CC Cream, little one pump here. Not even. On one side of my face. Neat, neat, neat. And it always looks really dark, but it's color correcting, and so she just blends right on it. I actually read one of y'all's comments recently. I read all of your comments. Oh cool, a cat hair. That said that you found out recently that you were allergic to the beauty sponges, and I was like, oh my god. That's a whole nother dimension of things I've never worried about before. But I kind of feel like, especially since that day I happened to look down, this brush feels awesome by the way, I happened to look down that day and my beauty blender had mildewed, and I was like, how long have you been like that? Nasty? And so I retired that, and I've just been kind of thinking brushes might be the hot ticket for me because they're so cleanable. Also, my lovely new friend Haley informed me that the brushes from IT Cosmetics are a lot more hygienic for some reason. Like the way that the bristles are woven in there or something, they're pro-hygienic. I don't know what that means. Y'all know I'm not a scientist, but I don't know. It can't hurt. So I already know that I love this particular product here. Come on, hair. And the peeling is very much happening down here still, but I've been told not to peel it. All right, now the exciting part. We're gonna go ahead and kind of, you know, very scientifically just wipe my brush off, although there isn't really much there. We are losing a few bristles here. Not gonna, actually we're not. It's just that some of them are longer than others. I wonder if we can cut those. Bye. Bye-bye bristles. Get it? Your disc space is almost full. No shit. This is the Bye Bye foundation in the same shade, and we're gonna do one of these. Da 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 da. Okay. That feels really nice on my skin. So that's more coverage. Easy peasy. Like, definitely goes on a lot more opaque. Oh yeah, that is some good coverage. I mean, comfortable coverage for me. I mean, we know that there exists out there the most full coverage foundations of full coverage foundations, and I could probably get this guy to build to that. That was so easy! Oh my god, that was so easy. I can't even believe how easy that was. That was crazy. Okay, so this is the Bye Bye foundation side. This is the Bye Bye, nope, this is the CC Plus cream on this side. Y'all, I don't know, we might have a contender. She is pretty. Ooh, I like that so much. See, this is why when I talk about the Sunday Riley foundation being just kind of like a little difficult, because I'm used to this, like you get spoiled on this kind of performance where you just put it on your face and you're just like, I'm done already? Like that was easy, you know? I don't want it to be this thing where I'm having to work against a product to try and get it to work. That was so easy. I actually thought that I was going to, you know, regret buying both because I was going to be like, well, you know, they're so similar, but this serves a different purpose. That's gorgeous. I could get photographed in that. Okay, we're gonna go in with the concealer. I actually got it in medium. I've never been the shade medium in anything in my life. So the shade title is medium, but it's light medium is the actual like shade description. A little confusing, guys. The main reason was that, I mean, you guys have probably seen Nikki tutorials use this before. She uses the lightest shade, and that girl is porcelain. So the fact that I have yellow undertones, a little bit of freckles, things like that, I tried it in store. I just got done coughing. And the lightest shade was like, well, me and Haley described it as freaky light. So this is medium, and I was like, we were joking, I was like, it feels like buying clothes in the wrong size. You know what I mean? You're just like, I've never worn like a dark shade, quote unquote, in concealer ever. But wow, yeah, this stuff is really beautiful. And I asked her, I said, is it okay to use this on blemishes? And she's like, I have kind of like dry breakouts. And I was like, me too. She's like, so everything tends to get really flaky over the course of the day. And so this works really, really well for that. And I was like, I'm in. Sign me up. This is such an interesting brush because she's not equilateral. You know what I mean? Like, it's very interesting. So anyway, I'm gonna do one of those. Oh yeah. Hi. That's so pretty. It's so funny because I think when I saw stuff from It Cosmetics before, especially on Nikki Tutorials channel, because she used to be obsessed with this concealer, I always thought it was going to be MAC level. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to feel like theater makeup when you put it on your face because it is so high coverage, but she's dewy and she's beautiful. And there is apparently, I'm just repeating everything Haley told me, there's apparently technology built in that, especially in this new foundation, on this side, trying to keep it straight, that is supposed to be more built to move with your face, like full coverage that still moves with your face because we're 3D human beings. In fact, I think that there is some kind of like, yeah, 3D Skin Flex is the name of the technology, because it's like, we all tend to put on full coverage and then it just kind of like breaks up and stuff, and we're like, oh, but it's because we're moving our faces. Imagine that. We're humans. We're dynamic humans, and so we are moving our faces, and this is supposed to account for that. So, I absolutely love the way that that looks. Lately I've been learning that all of the new makeup that's getting all the hype is actually friggin' worth it. So pretty. You're so pretty. Okay, let's see what happens when I put powder on this, because she's dewy, y'all. So the powder that I have been loving lately is the Becca, what's it called? Hydra Mist. So this has gotten a lot of hype online. I know that, you know, most people that are talking about this are on their PR list, but no, your girl went and actually spent the point and bought it, and I'm very happy that I did. The reason that I did is because I actually was indoctrinated to makeup in general by prescriptives back in the day. I freaking loved prescriptives, and of course they are they are animal testing out the wazoo, and so I was not about to go and spend my money there. But they used to have this powder called the Magic Powder, and it did the same thing as this, where you put it on your skin and it feels like water. It's weird, and it's great for people like me who have really, really dry skin but need to powder to kind of get all the coverage set. And so it's a powder that doesn't necessarily like just, you know, make you a sarcophagus. It does kind of get everywhere, but it's really, really lovely feeling. It's an absolutely gorgeous texture on the skin. But the thing that it has on the Magic Powder is that the Magic Powder was really sparkly. And when I was like 16, that was fine, but not at 31, you know what I mean? Like, not looking for the sparkly face powder. So, you know, this is a much more mature version of it, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So it powders down actually surprisingly easily. I think that that is beautiful. Let's wait, this way? Yeah, look at that. Let me peel in. Look away. Before I go away here and put on the rest of my makeup so that I don't have to bore you guys with the same products that I always use, spoiler alert, it's always Thrive, I'm gonna move in really close here and show you guys kind of if there are any differences. I don't know. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. In terms of coverage, this is much higher coverage. This is showing a lot more of my freckles, but in terms of comfort, they feel about the same. This is just kind of a more, I feel like a more natural, it is a little lighter weight. This feels a little bit lighter weight. I thought that this was gonna be like super, super matte, but it's actually really pretty and dewy. And my Bye Bye Under Eye needs to get set with a little more powder, sorry about that. But the Bye Bye Under Eye is beautiful. But yeah, I would say that the big difference here is you can actually see the difference in the color correction, right? So this is still staying a little bit more kind of like yellow, it's kind of relying on coverage. And this is really neutralizing kind of all of the redness in my skin. And so the difference in color is just that this one reads a little more natural. And this one reads a little bit more kind of like flawless. You know what I mean? And I don't really dislike either one, but I can see the difference. I can see that this is just a more polished appearance. And this is more of kind of an everyday, like, just throw it on and you know that it's going to look really good, but you don't have to put a whole face of makeup on to kind of like come up to this. This is going to be more full coverage. This is going to be more your like glam look, and for some people that is every day. That is a lot of days for me. I really like that look, and to be able to kind of achieve this without putting on like cake makeup is really, really nice. So I'm going to go finish my makeup and I will come back momentarily and let you guys know how kind of the rest of the products behaved on top of this. Okay, I've got my full face on here and it does feel really good to just put my normal makeup back on after not having worn makeup for a week, but I am really enjoying both of these. I think that the differences here so far, just in the application, like I said, this is going to have more coverage, this is going to be a little bit more natural. However, this is going to require a little bit more powder, and so I did think that my products went on just a little bit differently, just like so imperceptibly. But the other thing is that this is going to be just a more matte, slightly more matte formula. they aren't, that's not supposed to be the case, but I'm definitely noticing that this is a little bit more kind of like dewy than this. I don't know. One is supposed to be a satin and one is supposed to be a matte, but like, I don't know. I think that the Bye Bye foundation has a little tiny bit more of like a, I don't know, just a smoother finish to it. And that might not be because of the actual finish of the makeup. It might just be because it has more coverage. You know what I mean? So it kind of builds a slightly thicker layer on your skin kind of thing. Again, not a scientist, but this is awesome. This is so funny. All peelies. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys kind of a few more little facts on the new one. So the new one has, what do they say? Ideal for all skin types, fermented ingredients. That is really interesting, and that is supposed to increase the absorption and efficacy of your skincare. You know, it's like, I don't know, helping your skin's microbiome or something? I don't know, but that's really cool. Bioluminescence and diamond powder for subtle radiance without glitter or shimmer, and I definitely see the radiance. I almost feel like, and it doesn't say anything about it, that's why I went and looked, it doesn't say anything about it, but I feel like this side looks lifted with the new with the new Bye Bye foundation. Like, it looks more lifted, it looks more snatched, you know what I mean? I can't put my finger on it. What do y'all think? I don't think that this is the moment where I realize that my face is not symmetrical. Like, we already knew that, and got the same amount of makeup on both sides, contour-wise and whatnot. Like, I just feel like this side is more snatched. Like, you know? We're gonna wear it all day. I'm gonna check in with you guys at the end of my day and let you know how each of them kind of wore and how each kind of performed. And so I will see you guys in several hours. Bye for now. Okay guys, so it is the end of my day and I am looking at the performance of these two foundations, and we're honestly just going to be splitting hairs here because they're both so beautiful. I posted one photo, I don't know, a couple hours after I put it on. I was sitting outside with my dog and I posted it on my Instagram stories and people started messaging me. They're like, what is it? What foundation is it? It's amazing. And it really is. It looks so good in person. It feels so good on my face. But let's go ahead and split hairs because this is, you know, what this video is for. So the difference I see between the two, I actually prefer the new one. I really like the new Bye Bye foundation because it does have this like flexibility technology in it that is making it crease less on me. That is just a dog hair. As far as the performance of the other products like pigments on top of it, my blush, my eyeshadow, they're all fantastic. I really think that the quality is there no matter what, but the only thing that I'm saying here, I'll zoom you guys in. And mind you, if your face is very well hydrated, this probably won't happen to you. This is happening to me because I am still, like I said, just really trying to get as much moisture as I can as I'm recovering from the chemical peel that I keep talking about. But here, do you see how above my lip, right here, this is breaking up a little bit, and here it's not? I know, we're splitting hairs, you guys. If I were to have powdered this over the course of the day, it wouldn't have been a problem at all, but you know, I didn't, and this one seemed to outperform it, and this is the Bye Bye foundation, and this is the CC+. As far as which I will wear again, I mean, both, honestly, I mean, yes, I prefer this, but I could definitely see putting the CC cream on in the morning too. I think that this is a better standalone, and this one kind of needs to be powdered. Like, I can just let this one dry down and just wear it that way, whereas this one does require a little bit of powdering, and you can almost see the finish difference, almost in large letters, between the two, just in terms of the finish. I will say, the one thing that I did change is, I mean, not on my face, but I went back to Ulta today and I traded in the Bye Bye Under Eye for the lightest shade. As I was looking at myself in the mirror, I didn't like that there was no real dimension between my eyes and the rest of my face. This foundation does err on being just ever so slightly too dark for me, and so I do have to add a little bit of lightness in order to kind of balance it back out. It looks better on camera as a shade match than it does in person. In person, in the wrong light in the car or something like that, it can look very muddy. So I have to be careful about that, and so I did go back and just trade that out for a lighter under eye concealer that I can use to kind of add a little bit of highlight where I, you know, need it to be, so that this isn't just such a flat look, because I do feel like it's a little bit flat, and then when I try and kind of deepen it with contour, it just gets muddy. So that's all, like I said, we are totally nitpicking at this point, guys. It Cosmetics, like, we need to start like a Twitter campaign or something like that, so that we can get me on their PR list, so that I can just start doing giveaways and stuff for It Cosmetics, because it's rare. It's just rare that I meet a product this good. Jamie knows what she's doing. The quality is so beautiful. I just cannot get over all of these products. But if I'm going to pick my everyday, beautiful, kind of full coverage foundation, I'm going to go with the Bye Bye foundation. It is just so beautiful, and it gives me so much confidence to know that it's going to flex with my face over the course of the day. It is like in the upper 80s outside today, and I was outside for several hours with my fiance and the dog, just kind of having a nice relaxing afternoon in Austin. And so this did get, you know, some sweat and some sunshine and things like that. It wasn't just me inside in the air conditioning all day, and so it definitely did get tested. And I just really, I can't say enough about this product. Plus, you guys, I will kind of reach out time to time, especially my dog is shedding right now, and I'll just kind of, you know, do one of those and kind of scratch my face, and the product doesn't come off like on my hands the way that a lot of these full coverage foundations do, where I reach up and I'm just like, oh, good. Like, this is just, it stays put, it's fantastic, and it doesn't give me that weird muggy feeling on my face, because I will get that weird muggy feeling on my face sometimes from full coverage foundations, or even from not full coverage foundations, where you just, over the course of the day, you're just so conscious of it, it's just heavy, and you just kind of go claws, just wash your face, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting that weird, like, it's the end of the day, oh my god, I can't wait to wash my face feeling the way that I did with, oh my god, the Sunday Riley really did that to me. What else did that to me? Oh, Untitled Cosmetics, I wanted to claw my face off immediately. I'm very sensitive to it, to that feeling, and so the Sunday Riley was that way because it required so much powder to get it to chill out. I mean, both of these get a 10 out of 10. I would say they just sort of serve different purposes. The CC Plus is just an everyday color corrector, and you can wear it honestly as a standalone. And the Bye Bye foundation is just an ever so slightly more polished sort of look. They're the same shade, but you can kind of see a little bit of just how they read on camera. Just this one reads a little bit more natural, this one reads a little bit more polished. That's all I got. Guys, they're beautiful products. I really, I don't think you're gonna go wrong with either one, but you know, pick your poison. If you need the color correcting, go with the color correcting. They're both 50 plus SPF. I can't find fault with either one. They're fantastic. So, guys, I hope that this was helpful. I'm not even sure it was really helpful for me, other than just knowing that these are beautiful products. So, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you did. Hit the bell if you want to get notifications for when I upload new videos. I upload 5 days a week, so you guys can hang out with me all the time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!